Hi, I'm Sophia Jessica, and this is Angel, and welcome to the fan carpet.
So it started a few years back when I was desperately trying to find a good script for my feature film. This is my first film, and what I really loved about this was how it took place in one location. So we could really get to work with the characters, experience their day-to-day life until they come across something very different.
I think it was just a really interesting story, and Alex was very open for suggestions. I mean, the first 4 days of the job, we sat in a room and basically just dissected the whole thing and figured out what made sense, what didn't make sense, and changed the things that didn't make sense. So it was a very collaborative process straight from the start, which I think really drew me to it.
Ooh, that's a really good question. I think what I love particularly about Mara is that she's probably the rebellious character of the establishment. So I would dare to say that she sort of drives the story in a way because she kind of goes against the grain. And so she, every time you think the film is going one way, it just goes the other because Mara keeps interrupting the story. So yeah, I would say she plays quite a big character and a part in that, yeah.
I mean, it's fantastic. It's great to see it going out there. You spend so much time repeatedly re-watching these things. And so actually getting to do that in a room with people is quite a novel experience, especially as it's been about 6 months since the final mix. So I'm going to have to see, well, hopefully it all holds up.
It's a good question. The honest answer is I don't really know. I think there's a very human element to the struggle that he's going through. You know, he's had awful things happen to him, and just trying to portray that truthfully to me was quite important. I know this is not a great answer, but yeah, he's just quite a tortured soul, and so I not necessarily resonated with it, but I liked what he had to say.
Yes, so many memories. Probably that one day we did that very long take, which I'm sure everyone's mentioned because it was a very long day. I probably mentioned that we were doing night shoots, so it definitely felt like a world of its own because we were up from 7 p.m. until about 6 a.m. So that just felt otherworldly. We kind of felt like a secret cult in a way. So that's definitely a memory. And then the second memory would definitely be that long take that we did because we all had to be so focused, but it was also so fun because there's a fight sequence, spoilers, and some other fun things that happen. So definitely that.
Sleep deprivation. We shot from 5 p.m. till 5 a.m. every day for 2 months, which is rough. So that, and it's the sense of sort of camaraderie that you get from doing a weird job like that with people.
So essentially in this film, there was already a lot of work that was done out in Greece, and Alexandros, who I'd worked with a few times on a bunch of shorts, he said to me, I really want to try and put an extra layer of sheen on this before we call it finished. And so he asked me if I would be able to take all of those files and just do the final mix, final tweaks, really try and hammer home a lot of the comedy, a lot of the sort of Foley and stuff like that. So it was a lot of sound mixing, sound effects, and yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I feel like it was such a extraordinary experience. We had been because it was in the middle of literally nowhere. We had to be there based, and we were living and set building for about 2 months. I think one of the most amazing experiences was when we shot a 7-minute long take. Essentially, the whole crew had to come together. It was quite complex in many different ways, but essentially every department had to be pitch perfect in order to get it done. I remember we were shooting for a whole day, and we got it by the last take. So it was an incredible experience for sure.
I mean, I'm hoping that people will really tap into Alexandros' style in general. I think he knows exactly what his references are, and I think he's so good at sort of hitting this tone, which I think is very appealing. It's lots of fun. Like, I think it's almost impossible to come away from this film feeling like you've, not had a good time, at the very least, if you don't love the film completely. So I'm hoping that's going to be the experience that people will take away from it.
Particularly special for me because I studied in London and I went to drama school here, so it's always been a dream of mine to sort of have a career in the UK. So it's a huge step and a huge moment for me, and I feel really proud to have a screening in London for everyone to come and see it.
I really want to hear how the people are gonna get an effect. I think even though it's not like a comedy, I'm really curious to see if the people are gonna laugh and they're gonna have an enjoyable time.
I'm hoping they take away laughter. It's supposed to be funny. I mean, comedy is very objective, subjective. So I feel like, I want them to have a good time. I want them to experience it the way they want to experience it and laugh. Yeah.
I just want people to laugh at the right points and be sad at the right points, and that sort of justifies the job that we did. If people react in the way that we hope that they react, then we'll see.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would say that they're completely different sort of art forms in a way, because I think particularly in theatre, you have a story to tell in that brief hour, 2 hours, and so you completely get to live into that character. Whereas in film, it's kind of a stop and start, so you get smaller glimpses of your character in smaller moments, in different lighting, in different contexts, in different locations. But what I find really special about theatre is that you get to live in that character from beginning, middle, and end, and there's that catharsis in the end. I feel like my heart is in theatre, although I'm doing more film and TV, particularly for that reason that I told you earlier. I just love living in that character. And I love the communal experience and the ensemble experience of theatre a little bit more than I do in film. So I definitely would say my heart lies in theatre. Yeah.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram for more content. Bye for now.
You show what you can do. I hear a siren. Maybe you were wrong about me. I'm dangerous and still. Why don't you give me a sign like the sea? It's not your problem, it's mine. Everybody thinks that I'm okay. Sometimes I think I am too. I'm on the outside looking in, I'm waiting for the shockwaves to begin. Oh, won't you let me hold you for one time? Just a rainy day in a London cafe. A London cafe. So give me one last serenade. Say to me, or swear at me till the night turns into day. And it was a shame when daylight faded, because we didn't notice at all.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.